Hello, everyone. We are here to talk about the Bafta red carpets, but there have been so many reboot rumors that I felt we also needed to address them in this episode while we're talking about some dresses I like and some dresses that I can't stand, that I really can't stand. First off, though, I want to talk about this dress because do you think this is two dresses in one? I like Schiaparelli, and I feel like this is two dresses in one.
You know what? I like this. Call me crazy. I know it's two dresses in one, and my brain for a second goes, nope, don't like it. But then I do. I there's something here. Maybe if somebody did something similar with a different, you know, similar design, different materials, but I'm gonna go with a solid. I like this.
I like it too. This is why it's Schiaparelli. They can take those high. This is a risk. This is a risk. It is on the cusp of being awful. It's on the cusp of terrible. It's on the cusp of and that's what
Mm-hmm.
makes it. And that's what makes it so good.
You know
It's
what
so
it's kind of in the vein of when Sharon Stone wore a Gap t-shirt with her velvet suit to the award ceremony, or had her husband's white shirt. Something where you do something kind of unexpected, but it works.
exactly. It's the two dress in one thing, but it's like this works. This
Yeah,
works.
it's kind of a cool thing to do if you are large busted.
Yes. And it's also it's tailoring, it's bust, it's silhouette, and it's the
Mm-hmm.
interesting texture, a good heel, a simple heel. And now we have Demi from The Substance. And this dress is giving me. Oh, okay, that's a heart. I was like, it's giving me some type of like magic school bus art, mural. I'm like, she's trying to be arty. She's trying to be arty, but I'm not mad. It's arty that works. You
I
know what?
will.
You wear this to Art Basel in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
This is an Art Basel dress all day.
I will say it's a little heavy for her tiny frame, especially up at the neck area.
Oh yes, the
Um,
chunk gave a lot of chunk.
Yeah, and she's so little and petite that the dress is wearing her just a smidge but I still think this is really interesting. Yeah, it just looks a little too heavy on her. It's cool, but I feel like a taller, bigger woman would have pulled this off a little bit better.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
still
because that
good.
neck is just that
Yeah. It's like the
neck is
substance got a
swallowing.
hold of her neck. Yeah. You don't want your head to look too tiny on your dress. Get to the go down to
Now we here at the Alexander Rogers Show enjoy vaginas. And choosing to dress like one on the runway, on the red carpet, is a choice. Georgia O'Keeffe is a choice. And I just, why, Aria? Are you telling us that you're having an affair with your co-star? Is that what it is now? Is this the secret lesbian coming out? Because, well, actually, this can't be a secret lesbian because the vagina is here for the entire red carpet to see.
flapping in the wind.
I mean, open and flapping.
I feel like I'm being exposed to something I don't want to see.
It's a vaginal stingray just flying.
No. Why
Spread your
does
lips and fly.
oh god, like one of those, like the not the velociraptor, like the dinosaur that spits the
Yes,
poison in Jurassic Park.
yes, exactly. That one with the thing with yes,
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm waiting for this dress to start making a high humming screamy sound. It's like or it's a poisonous flower. This is not the first time her dress has given us labia or innards. And I just want to know, why do we have to constantly feel like we're seeing something we shouldn't?
Or it could give intestine. Either way, it's something, like you said, it's something we shouldn't be seeing. We shouldn't be
Something fell
seeing
out.
intestines. We shouldn't be seeing this dress.
Yeah.
This, I mean, this is nothing but pink fabric. It's like there's no shape, there's no point, there's no foot. It is pink fabric balled up. That's not style.
I get what we were trying to do, but I'm tired of, we've said this before. They've had to do so many red carpets. They've had to do so many fashions. Um, this is not my favorite. And wow, did you want to show us concaveness? I'm just like, yee at the top.
Oh God, yeah, it's
If I can see your heartbeat, it might not be the best idea to have a plunging neckline.
yes, yes. That just doesn't. That was a no. Oh,
Timothy
it's that.
Chalamet Ding Dong.
Yeah, it's the one that's dating that other heifer.
He's getting acclaim for his Bob Dylan.
I'm not mad at the pose. At least the pose is different and interesting. You know what? I'm going to give you points for doing something different and interesting and having pants that are long enough to meet your shoes. Because
Mm.
that's been a struggle this season for a lot of men. So I'm happy about that. And I like the little jewelry.
Mm-hmm. And he's got a rat charm no matter what he does. And you're not going to get away from that. You're either into it or you're not, but that look, will not escape us. And I think he's doing like a Backstreet Boy look realness. And that's fine.
And now this is very interesting because I feel like Cynthia is giving us the same silhouette. Oh God, not round toes. Not round toes. I don't like a round toe shoe. I don't like round toe shoes because people don't always have enough money to buy round toes when they come in style. So I always prefer a pointy because pointy always is in style. Round comes in and out. That's just personal preference. But this is giving me Real Housewives of Potomac reunion.
Oh my gosh, can we go on a side note for a minute? The way all of those ladies, except for Giselle, smush their boobs. Shame on all of you. The crazy way I had to stare at implants shift inside a body. I just, uh, it was so distracting. That's been pointed out by other folks. I need to bring it to a side note. I wish some of them had a dress as high as Cynthia's. It would have saved me watching deflation happen in front of my eyes because one of them had to get ruptured.
Watching implant shift. I can't. Watching implants shift. Oh my God. Yeah, they were
It was
definitely all.
crazy. Anyway, I do not like the dress with the shoes, and unfortunately, the way that it kind of breaks it up for me takes out the whole look. It's okay. No, I don't like it. You know what it reminds me of? The prom dress from Pretty in Pink when she made that ugly ass dress, and they were trying to be something artsy, but it just didn't do it.
Okay, well, at least we have a little structure.
Now this is this muted tone. Shout out to the Biffa that commented everybody looks like they're trying to have TB.
Ah,
True. Shout out. That was hilarious. But this kind of reminds me of that Dakota. Was it Dakota Fanning where we liked the muted blue, like almost like sea glass tone? That's kind of
yes.
cool, I think. Pulls out the color in her eyes. You know what? This isn't bad. This gives me a little Sharon Stone.
It's not. It's not. I don't mind. I like it. So it's muted but vibrant.
I feel like this is what oh crap, Nicole Kidman and what was her Naomi Watts. I feel like that's what Naomi Watts was kind of trying to give, but she's actually managing to do with like the super plain and then these, very plain but structure within this muted satin. Like, what is it? Semi-gloss? I know it's not a semi-gloss, but that's kind of the sheen that this is giving me. I'm intrigued. I like it.
Oh, this is an interesting picture. I wonder what she like. Is this like right before the smile, or did something happen where she made a face?
That's funny. Well, this picture is better than some I've seen on the red carpets. They've got her going sideways, holding her stomach. And I'm like, you know better than to do that because then people are going to speculate.
You're pregnant. The collar, the face is cracking me up.
It's because she knows it's not that great of a dress.
But
she
and
knows
I'm not mad at the dress. I'm not mad at this sunflower collar. At least it doesn't do anything weird at the bottom.
This is very late 90s. This is reminding me of the crochet dress that every girl wore to a formal dance.
Morticia Adams prom dress.
This is cool. I don't know if this is pretty cool. I'm not mad at this. I actually kind of like the material of the top, you know what I mean? And there's some embroidery and this is cool. I'm going to give it pretty cool.
Oh my God, they didn't fuck it up. I was waiting for them to fuck this up and
oh, yeah, but it's kind of bleh.
Oh, you know what? Sometimes plain and simple is good. They need to explore. So I'm fine. I am happy with this. It's doing what it's supposed to do. The scarf is a perfect little addition. It's a cute little pillar dress. She gave us a little necklace, some nice hair. I am not mad. She said, you know what? We're going to go sleek. We're going to go simple. Because normally they would do something, add a pop of garbage to this dress. But they said, we're not going to fuck it up.
I'll give you that. This is very like Helen Hunt, Mad About You style, where it's like so simple that you're like, But I agree with that statement. The Evanescence hair is in right now, folks.
Oh,
like, my goodness. God. We have seen this.
The Evanescence hair.
Yes,
and the thing is, you're not wrong because that is Amy's hair.
Yeah, it's the Evanescence hair.
Who is this?
Fernanda Torres.
Oh, okay.
I still don't know who that is. Sorry to this woman.
Well, simple.
It probably has a cool crepe to it. I like a casual feel. It has a leather belt. I don't know what about this I don't like. Maybe it was her hair or something. Anyway, yeah, we could go past it. It's fine. It was kind of a I don't even know who she is, but
yeah, this is lesbian mother of the bride.
That's kind of cool. Okay.
I like this on Lupita. It's giving interesting, it's giving good Hollywood glamour. And they didn't fuck it up. Because I'm just at a place where I'm tired of scrolling down to the horror. How many times on
yeah.
this show have we had to scroll down to a sore for side eyes?
This is true. I'm kind of bored by this, especially with like how beautiful she is and like capable of like really showcasing a cool garment. But I'm not gonna tear her down either. You know what I mean? Like this isn't a
It's not
support.
bad enough for critique. I
No.
like it. I like the simplicity. Oh, let's see. Okay.
Mhm.
Some people take making a statement too far.
That's the epitome right there.
Oh, what? What? No, them shoes, the vamp is too high. The vamp is too high. You could at least give us a little toe cleavage. That ain't it. That shoe isn't it. And then the bottom of the dress is giving the mummy.
I just need to know from one fellow white woman to another. Why are you gonna wear no makeup and a white dress as a pale blonde?
These are the questions for the ages.
Why?
Like, I can understand, the commentary on women beauty standards and aging in Hollywood, but we all like pictures
Yeah.
aren't designed for us to not wear makeup because we need that so you can actually see our features.
Yeah, and you've chosen to dress up in a gown. Like you're choosing to play the part of dressing up and doing promotions and I just like make it make sense. You're in the entertainment industry. Put on some damn pancake. It You don't have to overdo it. And frankly, if I would be promoting more that you haven't necessarily had like a couple of facelifts or something. But like I I mean, like you said, it's hard to cut down her argument in the sense because she is right in theory, but you better put lipstick on my dead face. If I were to be honored finally in my career for doing something great and I'm not wearing, I look like this. I choose to look like this.
Yeah, it's a no.
Stop doing that.
Okay. Now, Isabella Rossellini, see, a little, not overdone makeup, but a little makeup just so that you can pick up on the features, a little color to the cheeks, a little color to the lip. And it's like you look happy to be here.
She looks relaxed. She doesn't look overly corseted. No, the Rossellini women know how to keep like elegant aging beauty together. She's
Yeah,
wearing a
fun print.
yeah. She's like, I am not going to be uncomfortable.
And it's,
She said,
this is beauty at any age. Take a lesson, Pam. Take a lesson.
look at that lip. She has a great lip to pull out all the colors in her outfit, but she's not overdone.
Like we wear makeup to look a little cute just so you don't look dry. Hell, put some moisturizer on.
Oh, I know. You don't want to look like curdled milk on the runway.
Right, those lights are harsh. Okay. Oh, it's got that superhero thing. This little tulip. I'm not mad at it.
No, this is one of the better ones of those.
I don't know what she's in, but
I don't either. She's a beautiful girl though. She can carry off the simple structure of this. I maybe would have gone with some different jewelry choices, but this is pretty great.
Similar suit as to last time. I'm not upset.
It's fine.
And got
He's
that
like,
lane. But
yeah, he
this
said I'll go with what works.
this is giving Matrix meets like the gay bar because
You know, he rarely ever misses. And I'm not gonna necessarily say this is a miss, but look at how little his pants look in that jacket.
the pants are definitely 2 inches too high. The jacket is cute. You know what does it for me? I can't do those gloves. The gloves make it fetish. The gloves make it fetish, and you're trying to give editorial. The gloves take it. They take it over. They take it over to something else.
Now, someone educate me. Is that I can't quite tell. I'm not Versace educated, but is the print inside the jacket the same as the blouse? Because if not, that's a
Yes,
little busy in the jungle.
yes, it's the same. It's the same as the blouse.
I hope so because I'm like, you don't need that many competing jungle cats in your outfit. I would like it
Honestly,
to be
I don't think
matchy
you need
matchy.
that many cohesive jungle cats in your outfit.
True, true. I mean, like I said, this isn't a total flop, but this is a not my fave. Not my fave.
And then we've got those roach stompers. Those roach stompers. They're called roach stompers because you can get right in the corner.
Oh,
You can get
they
right in a corner. See, that roach can't hide from
wait,
you. You
wait.
are
Do you see that arrow shape? I wonder if that extends to the inside of the shoe because if it does, Funky Dineva might be able to wear these shoes.
so let's talk about the actually, let's take a moment while we've stopped and talk about the reboot Housewives of New Jersey. I can't think of a better way. I truly can't. Um,
Sure.
so the rumor is out that they are giving Teresa a spinoff, and they're going to be keeping Danielle Cabral, Dolores Catania, Black Dolores, and Melissa Gorga and Joe, because they also like how Joe interacts with the husbands. Now, we were talking about this earlier, and and you were like, no,
Hmm.
don't give Teresa a spinoff. And I said, no, this is wonderful because we know where she is, so we can ignore her there.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want a Teresa spinoff. And he goes, no, now we know where she is. It's like that thing you can't throw away and you just need to know where it is, but you don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, good, you are over there. I don't have to worry about you. Because when she's on Housewives, we have to deal with it.
And I'm ready for, like you pointed out, and we talked about, I'm ready for the sound bites of, I'm ready to go get my popcorn as her life burns down to the ground with her husband hematoma.
Now, I want to ask. We know they're trying to reboot New Jersey. And I really do wonder. I want to know. I wish I could be a fly on the wall. What are they going to do with New York? Because I want to go out on a limb here, and I want to be the first one to say this. Bryn Whitfield single-handedly has changed how they will reboot Housewives of New York. The New York reboot was so spectacular. spectacularly bad. I think that is going to change how they reboot shows forever. And I think that they thought they were going to just get an all new cast of Jersey until they saw how much people hated this season of New York. And it's like they knew they were going to get shit for the first season of Housewives. They knew they were going, like, people were going to complain because it was new. I don't think they were expecting the second season to be as awful as it was. And then they're like, shit, we are really gonna have to pray they like this mental illness ending.
Oh Lord, no. I know. God, right? Like riding it all on the dark horse, literally, of stuff I don't want. I don't. Like,
It's like they forget, like, we're watching these shows to escape our own problems. Joel said they need to do psyche evals. They do.
They do. But you know, I would much rather find out Stacey paid for her boyfriend and that kind of public humiliation. That's kind of funny to me. Like, and she can bounce back from that.
Exactly.
And be a character.
We want to see things that you can bounce back from. That's like, okay, we can tee-hee and laugh at that. But we're not really laughing at you as a person. We're just laughing because you did something silly for TV.
Well, I'm laughing at her as a person. To choose that man to put in our face.
Now that's a fun. That's valid.
Right? No, because you either are an evil genius because, like, you put someone in our face that we know and then, like, you could come out, whatever, or you thought we were stupid enough to believe in your little Christian romance with your boyfriend in black lace see-through shirt on Watch What Happens Live. Sure.
His blouse.
Yeah.
His blouse. That's where I'm wearing this blouse today.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid for Atlanta because after watching Speak on It with Candy, where we really, got introduced to Shamia.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with Shamia. Shamia is the definition of Anika Noni Rose in Dreamgirls.
Oh boy.
Exactly. That's what, like, she's talented, she's pretty, but she, like, the interest is not there, and it's never gonna be. You are the Michelle Williams of the group. And now, like, Beyonce was Nene, maybe Candy was Kelly, and now we're putting Michelle out. Child, you ain't got no hitters left. And I really think that this is going to be the season that everybody's just like, okay, we are done. Like, this group of women has told all of the stories that we're interested in them telling, and now y'all got to find a new group of women. Now, here's what I think needs to happen instead of a reboot, because we've seen reboots don't work. They just don't work. I don't know why they don't work, but I think that because the New York reboot was so bad, and it's still bad, it's like you just don't even waste your time. I think what they need to do is sister cities. Don't try to reboot New York. Do Real Housewives of the Hamptons. Do something New York adjacent. Don't try to do Real Housewives of Atlanta again. Do Housewives of Decatur. Do Housewives of Northern Florida, Sarasota.
Decatur.
What?
I said Decatur. I was trying to picture
exactly.
what those housewives look like.
Oh, Joe Meyer said a wallflower tea. That's exactly what Shamia gave. She gave it was just like it was a moment where we're being introduced to you and you were giving second fiddle.
Well, we already knew she did that from her entire time on the show.
And she said, it's different, not being a friend of, because you're like, you don't want to overstep. And it was just interesting hearing someone explain how they had to get used to being their own person. I was like, child, I can't help you. I can't. I can't help
Well, this leads me to really what leads us to the bigger question of what is Bravo going to do when it's clear that maybe a franchise has kind of run its course for a while. Like you said, do we try to revamp or partially revamp? Because has that really worked? Has a reboot or a partial reboot necessarily worked? Do we feel that way? Do we feel like a new location that maybe doesn't have the level? I mean, because, New York is a flagship city. Miami is a flagship city. Beverly Hills, those sorts of things. Decatur, not such a flagship. But I think that what we're missing in these reboots is a genuine group of women that are like within the same social circle and have those connections so that there's more than just a bunch of wannabes trying really hard to get on a show.
I will say that, like, the reason that I'm so into Summer House, authentic connection, the relationships have been lasting for a while, so they
They
actually
have.
have some skin in the game. Like New York, it's obvious these women don't know each other. It's obvious they're only friends for the show, so it doesn't feel genuine, it doesn't feel authentic, which means it doesn't get our interest. So I would say that I think that we need to focus on, sister cities where maybe we don't have that much going on, where, the talent pool isn't drained. Because I will say in Atlanta can't be so big. I think you found every person that wants to show their ass on reality. They are
I know, right?
reality shows in Atlanta where I'm like, I want to see, you know what there should be? There should be a show about all the failed reality shows of Atlanta. Because then you have all the almost and wannabes. Remember, Marlo had that show that was supposed to happen with Candy, but never did.
Right.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. But I think about like these. Let's see. Have we ever had a successful reboot? That is a great question. I feel they've been trying to half-ass reboot Atlanta for so long, and it's never worked. I think that's why Atlanta continues to limp.
Yeah, I mean, I I really we all loved Atlanta in its heyday, right? There was honestly a franchise that probably wasn't better. And it's I do feel like you that's an accurate statement that they have been trying to reboot. I just feel like ever since Drew came on, I feel like I kind of am looking like, what are we doing, everybody? And it's not just necessarily that just well, it's Drew and Sanya. I feel like both of them, I don't know, they haven't righted the ship. They have not. And at even close, really.
That's true. They added Drew, Sanya, and gave Marlo a peach. I I feel like when they lost Nene, they did not know what to do. And I think that's when they should have given us a hard reboot with all new women. And I think we could have taken it in Atlanta. I think they could have found enough women that knew each other in Atlanta where there could have been some type of authenticity.
You know what I'd like to see faster than I want to see you switch out the ladies? Switch out the showrunner and the producer. If you are flopping for 2 or 3 seasons, it's not just the ladies, it's the showrunner, it's production. And I'm sorry, but I think that we're starting to see a pattern with this Eric dude that like his dark storyline is whatever franchise he's on. No, thank you, sir. I don't like it.
It keeps happening.
And look at how little success isn't a certain person that we know his mentor, his former mentor, who also has an affinity for the dark storyline as his cast revolts against him and everything implodes.
Yeah.
You know, because you can only play in the dark energy for so long before everybody starts to feel really yucky.
And that is very true. I think we've all gotten tired of it because we watch these shows because they're light, they're fun, and people do ridiculous stuff for TV.
Yeah. Yep. And like, you know, like I said, Potomac, like I hated Mia's storyline. That shouldn't have, they should have told her, no, we're not bringing this to air. Like, this is what you have.
That is so, girl, say that again. We're not bringing this to air because they act like, oh, we filmed it. We got to put it out there. No, the fuck you don't.
No, when you have that little girl, don't marry Mr. Inc., I was so uncomfortable. What kind of child exploitation are we all watching right now?
Dead ass. That child ain't getting their Coogan payments.
Oh my God. You know,
Them
and it's
kids,
just,
girl, them kids gonna have stories. It's like Honey Boo Boo.
oh man. Well, that's where it's headed. When you do this to your children, you air out every piece of dirty laundry for a coin.
Mommy, don't be this.
That was so uncomfortable. Like,
I mean, the kid was right though.
oh, well, yeah.
At least the kid knew what was up.
There are just some things I don't want to be a part of, and that's one of them.
I love that Potomac isn't in need of. Now they've been able to. Well, they've never needed to reboot Potomac because we've only needed to replace like 1 or 2 people at a time.
But we always complain about Potomac in their mediocrity. It's like a consistent hum. Like, we love them and we watch them, but like we always sit back after every season and go, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, but you know, and I'm still trying to like process the whole Karen Huger of it all. Like, this is all, you know, like it's just because I don't want any more of Mia storylines.
Girl, I love when Giselle said, well, we'll see if you're asked back. And
Yeah.
Giselle said that with her chest like she had a contract to send out. And I'm like, I wasn't mad at it because I'm like, yeah, Mia, please don't act like you're going to be here next year because I don't want to look at you.
Especially from the side.
Oh!
When she was looking over to the side, I'm sorry. Listen. I know I'm falling in a bad place, but like when you have work done that is
Settling.
like that, not that is shift. Yeah, whoo. You know, listen. You don't want to catch Lisa Rinna at a 3/4 angle, and you don't want to catch Mia at a 3/4 or a side profile either.
Yeah.
Madonna had to be publicly humiliated before she cut that crap out. So sometimes you gotta call out the obvious.
But yeah, she did that. That was a rough. That's true though. We do talk about Potomac's mediocrity. I definitely am ready for Potomac to step it up.
Like I said, I don't want to be a broken record because I really don't think that Stacey was like the savior of the day. I just think Stacey is a good first season. She's quirky, she's cringy, she's also not, you know what I mean? She stands up. I thought the way that she was telling Mia, like, you suck, was like a fun little banter there, all of that. So I do think we have an example of a success, but like, that cast doesn't feel gelled at all.
I think, well, I feel that we're going to have two people to add because I feel like I think Karen should not come back. And I think we'll also lose Giselle or Ashley. And so I think with two new women that aren't NECA, we could have
Can
an
we?
interesting women. But neither one of those women can be NECA.
I
And
want to lose
imagine,
Mia too.
Mia, I know I would love for them to fire Mia, but they won't do it. What they're gonna do is they're gonna embarrass her first. They've got to have, like, remember Rob the Throb? They're gonna make sure to embarrass Mia, give her a bad edit, and then they're gonna send her on her way. They're gonna film her crying on a curb like they did with Rob the Throb.
You know what she gives me right now? The Danielle Staub trajectory. That's what Mia gives. Where everything that Mia has to offer is on the seedy side, the sleazy, like we don't really want it. She's a terrible liar, but that they are not ready to let go of the crutch of her antics until they're ready to let go of it.
Yes, the crutch of her antics.
Yep.
Because it's like
Yep.
they need somebody that's going to do something. Ashley
Yep.
don't have nothing going on. Giselle will never tell
Mm-mm.
any of her business. Stacey's kind of new. So you need somebody that's going to be willing to embarrass themselves.
And Karen's probably not coming back at least for a season. And listen, let's let's take a moment. Do we even want Karen back? Because the way that she made that odd statement about antidepressants and alcohol was like, you didn't need to do that. All you had to do was say your relationship with alcohol, because by putting in antidepressants, you're once again showing us that you're trying to dodge responsibility when this is a case of when you're dead, lie down. Just stop. Just stop. The nuance of any of this doesn't matter. Thomas Jefferson's concubine. We just need you to take a minute but you couldn't even in your message, you had to slip it in there, like my relationship with antidepressants and alcohol.
And antidepressants first.
Yes, thank you.
If you had said alcohol and antidepressants, we might have been like, oh, and there's more. We might have felt, okay, oh, there's more. Maybe she had, but
sure. And you could but here's the thing, like, all of the castmates are saying that Karen has had a drinking problem for a while, and like, the splitting hairs doesn't matter at this point. The only person that is making it still matter is Karen Huger, because it doesn't matter if the pills made you more amplified and to be such a wreck. You still chose to drink, and you were still at a level that was absolutely ridiculous. And so you just need to go sit down and be quiet for a while. And whatever the details are, you can tell us about it later. But to still try to somehow get out of this fiasco that way, because the worst thing you could do at this point. You were such a fool on that camera. Nobody cares about the reasons why.
It's so true. It's
at this point.
Exactly. At this juncture, it's time for responsibility and accountability. And that's what your castmates have been screaming for and you still refuse to do it.
Just go do some quiet healing and show us. Everybody likes a redemption story. I don't ever want to see somebody succumb to substance misuse to the point that it destroys their lives. I'm rooting for everyone that has the courage to be entertainment on my screen. You know what I mean? But like at the same time, when you're in a place like this, uh go heal quietly. And when you're feeling better and ready to, have that redemption arc, come have it.
Oh, yeah, come have your when you're ready. But I agree. Karen is we're medically retiring you right now.
Yeah. I mean, because she just showed the world if I came back, I wouldn't be brutally honest. I wouldn't.
Oh my God. That's a point. That is a
Mhm.
point. Damn.
And we
Well,
don't want another. Anyway, go
what?
ahead.
I was
I
going to
was
say,
saying,
back to the fashions.
yes. Well, and we don't want another, like, of her cockamamie, like, sidestepping excuses. And that's what that was starting to smell like.
Yes, it was starting to smell excusey. It was starting to,
Yep.
and that's the thing. We know you that long where we know how you operate.
Yep. And sad to see you trying to operate the same way. Because that's what got you here in the first place.
Now, I don't know who Yura Borisov is,
I don't
but
either.
I
And he
think
was in. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
but I think he's darling in this suit.
He has a nice head to be bald.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks good. This is a good fitting suit. I don't know if I love the brass button, but is that or a gold button or whatever? But it's
You
okay.
see,
That's a nitpick.
it looks pearl on mine.
It probably does. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I just think he has a really nice through line with the lapel and the rest of the suit. The button like breaks that up a little bit for me, but that's such a minor pick.
He's got a cesarean round. That's what I call that head shape, a cesarean round.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh my God. Now, Marianne Jean Baptiste. Have you seen the commercial for this movie that she's in?
No.
Well, first, I love this outfit. For age appropriate, but still giving a look, giving pulled in, giving snatched. She's playing like it's one of those movies where she's playing like a regular person. It's like kind of like a
Oh,
crotchety older woman. And it's so realistic. I'm like, I have to see. It's like one of those movies where it's like, there's no point about this movie, but I'm gonna watch it anyway, just because it's her just being this crotchety old woman.
I think the only note that I have for this, honestly, is I wish that there was more bling in the diamond area. I just wish
I
it was
can
kind of a little more loaded that way because it's such a beautiful cut, simple, elegant, outfit. I would have liked a little more bling with the diamonds.
But yeah, I know I'm gonna watch her, and maybe it's just watching her cuss out people because she. Because I think the movie is about like getting older and having anger issues, and she cussing people out, and I was just cracking up. Oh Lord, is this? Oh, Joe Alwyn. I don't know who that is.
Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriend.
Oh, okay, I thought I had heard that. That's why. Oh, who
Yeah,
is it? Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriend.
yeah. He's some British actor.
Oh,
Uh, it's this. Look at here's this super. It's almost what is this like a midnight plum? A
oh,
what?
oh! I was gonna say the pants are giving me culottes.
I don't like the shoe with the pants.
I don't like the suit.
I don't like the red with the cool. Like this is literally like an eggplant, right? Like almost a brown. I don't know, but like the
It ain't given for me. I don't. It's like a stocking.
oh I do like the monochrome, but that's the part I like.
Yeah, we can next on this one. Who is she? Monica Barbaro.
Nobody I know.
Uh
Look at this. Get down to the shoe. No, everything changes.
oh God.
See?
Uh,
Never
all
thought
this
some.
hooligans and beating, and then this hospital foot, this dirty
Never thought.
sandal,
Never thought some
toenails
pigs
that
in a
don't go with
blanket.
the dress. Who wears a pink toenail with a sequin gown?
Look
I,
at
I,
how.
I never knew a toenail polish could fuck up a look, but here we are. Get,
Like I
put
said,
foot under the dress. That foot is too undone. That foot don't go with the dress.
who
Oh, Lord, look at your
knew?
nails. They
Yep,
put
who
titty
knew?
on. And also, this color is too washing you out. Like that nude hanging right here don't work. Whoever dressed you didn't like you.
Yep.
And then gonna stick that foot out.
Who
Why?
knew little pigs in that blanket that would really cheapen the look? But the way that white pokes out,
That
it
white
pulls.
dingy sandal.
Yes, that Delia's catalog, the early thousand wants that platform and those toes back.
Oh, Ray Fiennes. Okay, I'm your legacy. I'm not, but also your suit fits.
It's just a classic. Yep, he's fine. Oh,
Oh God, this heifer.
we have the same reaction.
Ooh, oh, what? Oh, oh, um,
She belongs at a housewife reunion,
girl,
and we wouldn't like this dress.
Giselle called and she'd like her style back.
It's kind of
Like
a.
this dress, wow, it looks like you wanted webbing. I don't like spiders, and this dress is not making me like them. I see you're trying to do a shitlets web with these rhinestones. You know what? If it like, is there like there's another material that's there like under the beading that's making it worse? Like if it was just the beading, but it's the fact that it's beading in fabric. It's weird. And then you've got like this like panty. No.
Just a lot going on.
It's too and all of it's bad.
I never thought the way like this is cut in half. The way that the corset is cut is really weird. Like it just didn't quite work.
It's making her look wider.
I don't and I'm seeing a bit of a trend that I don't think is great. Like look at you don't want to make your neck thicker.
Oh my God.
Demi and Camilla. Camilla. Yeah.
The chunky neck.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The goiter. Who says, you know what? That neck looks too healthy.
Oh.
Let's give it that goiter-esque look. You know what I want in fashion? A bulging neck.
Right? Like, you know what? Your neck looks too in proportion to your head. Let's change that.
Oh my God. Let's thicken that neck up.
Yeah. I mean, only if you have a real spindly neck and your head, a big head, where you need the little extra help. Versace.
I'm just waiting for it to fuck up.
Uh,
It didn't. Yay.
yes.
I'm sorry. Every time we start scrolling and it's like, oh, this might be that. I'm like, you got. I learned my lesson. I
Yep.
wait till
Get to the
see the feet.
100, especially after that one dress taught us. All it takes is
Don't get too excited. Now this is this.
derail the whole thing.
She's in the movie with the crotchety old woman.
Okay.
But I love this dress. I am loving this. It's
It's
giving
like a chainmail.
Yes, and chainmail with those little turds at the shoulder.
Right? I know. But I mean, look at how she has very nice arm and like shoulder muscles, and this cut of dress shows that off nicely.
And the waist.
Yep.
Cute little disco ball effect. Oh, Nessa Williams.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. I like it. I like it. I like the belt. I love the different materials. This is a risk in color, but I think it's a win. And because she's playing the lead in Death Becomes Her, I think this is appropriate for a star.
Oh, I kind of get why she's doing that then, but this is the color of pea soup.
It's the BAFTAs.
Yeah,
Pea soup is a nod to the culture.
Oh my god. Oh. I get it. It's very appropriate for what she's doing.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a press outfit.
She looks like Endora, the mom from Bewitched. I don't know if that's too much of a throwback, but reference.
I mean, it's honest. I could really see her in that. And also it's like, God, she's that age now. And that's not a read, that's just like, it's a mathematical fact.
Well, now we know why they do the hair poofy like that, because you need the volume because it's thin on your scalp.
Who are you, Leo Woodall?
I don't know, but his tie is making him look stupid.
His tie, well, the suit's making him look stupid.
And so's that star.
The star, all of it. All, yeah. Oh! 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 Yeah! Yeah! I just said, just go with your full guttural response.
Yep.
And that shoe looks like a hot dog. The way the end just kind of sticks out, it reminds me of a hot dog. My God, those pants don't fit. This suit is too big.
It looks like clown shoes. Wow.
And it's like he's like, the face isn't bad, and I can tell you probably work out. So the suit is just terrible.
Yep, that's not a good choice, sir. Yep.
That is that was a
poor choices.
Nessa Kirby. Oh God. I'm scared.
No.
Okay.
No, this one is actually another structural win, I think.
Yeah. Oh.
I know. I was like, how do I feel about this shoe? You know why I feel this way about the shoe? There's not enough striking jewelry to offset it. So it makes it a little ballerina-y. Whereas if she had a really strong necklace or like a big bracelet, or if we had some more powerhouse jewelry, we would be a little more in balance.
And also put some polish on those piggies.
It's everybody's TV, man. They just want to show you their blandness.
God. Oh Lord, just a little, like a little polish would go a long way. I agree with you on the jewelry. This is a structural win, but it's like, especially like with this Saturn ring you have going around, put on some sparklies.
Yeah, or a red lip.
Exactly, it's an award show.
Yeah, give
Oh,
me something.
this.
Yeah.
He's a wonderful
Terrible.
person. Like he does
Yep.
a lot of great charity work. Wonderful person, but gee, like I just need you to not like need. I want to go to different stores with him and just give him from some new looks because I
Someone
swear I have seen you in this outfit every day for the past 15 years, and I just want to get you some new clothes.
someone needs to dress him like he's a wonderful person.
Mm.
Because this is hi, we want to show we just don't want to make you feel we just don't want to showcase anything good.
All righty, and I guess this can be our last one, Marissa Albia, and we gonna see what she has to offer. I like the necklace. I'm liking the dress, but I'm scared. I
Don't be
think we
scared.
have a winner. Don't do anything stupid. Yay! Beautiful silhouette.
You know, this is a perfect example.
It's about right here where they fuck it up.
Yes, you're right. But this is a perfect example of how, you can be a beautiful woman and have a beautiful dress, but that it be like nothing to write home about. Like this is almost a vanilla this is like the whatever. You know what I mean? It's
The
very
black
vanilla.
version of the white dress we saw earlier with the little scarf.
Yes, exactly.
Except this
Just
has straps.
just not memorable. But you look beautiful. It's like the sparkle. It's like an A plus on like all the kinds of choices, except it's not an A plus overall because there isn't an element to it that like makes me go, oh, fashion.
Who took a pic of the caterer?
Oh,
Oh God. Well, Aaron, tell the people where they can find you.
you can catch me on Instagram at psychic_ELB. Look up Psychic E, Psychic Aaron. If you hit me up in the DMs, if you'd like to get a psychic reading, I do give a discount to the Biffas. And you can also catch me on Ray Ray All Day's channel. We are currently reviewing Southern Charm, which is the other side of the summer house drama that Alex has just gotten into, which I am so excited about, and RuPaul's Drag Race.
All righty. Well, we'll see y'all soon. For some.